Should you door knock to find monster wholesale deals? That's the topic of today's show. But before we jump in, today's question sent in by a listener. If you have not been to our website, nolimitsrealestateinvesting.com/script and downloaded our motivated seller script, what are you waiting for? I've got a gift for you, and it is the exact same script that we use to talk to motivated sellers every single day in our business. As a matter of fact, this same script has been used to lock up over 1,300 deals inside our real estate business and tens of thousands of deals across the country. So go ahead and download your motivated seller script today, nolimitsrealestateinvesting.com/script, and know what the heck you're going to say to a seller. All right. So let's go ahead and listen to today's question on door knocking.
Hey, Todd, this is Ray. So I remember one of the things you mentioned was had done a lot of the door knocking, and we're looking to try some other marketing tactics, and just want to see if you had any advice about how to door knock. We've never done it before. Is it just simply just knocking the door and you want to sell your house, or are there any tactics you'd recommend?
Oh, so great question. So the question here is, hey, Todd, should I door knock and how do I do it? Well, my recommendation for any single marketing channel, and probably the most important thing that I'm going to say in this podcast episode, is if you're going to door knock, go all in. Okay, this is not like a part-time thing where you all of a sudden door knock 5 doors, today, and then all of a sudden you're going to knock 5, a month from now, and then 5 in the 90 days from now. It is not going to work. So if you don't go all in, forget it. It's not going to happen and not going to work. And this goes for every single marketing channel. You should have a singular marketing focus. You should have a single way to generate leads to start out with, and you want to get that working and that automated and that working month after month after month before you add another marketing channel, because this is not like some quick fix magic deal finder, thing. And I promise you that if you do this consistently, you're going to make money. It's funny, one of our real estate agents that we're partnered with, I love direct mail, I love internet advertising, I love Facebook, I love radio, I love all these things, and they all work. So it's funny, this real estate agent that we have, all he does is door knocking, which we're not currently doing, and he absolutely crushes it month after month after month. Why is that? It's because he's laser focused. And so number one, I'm going to talk to you about being laser focused, but I'm going to talk, if you decide to do this and you are consistent, I'm going to give you a few tips here. Okay. So number one, if I have to say it again, be laser focused. You've got to have consistency. You got to have a schedule, and you got to do it day after day after day after day. Next is I would pick one list. I'm going to say it again. One list, one marketing channel, one list. And I'm going to recommend pre-foreclosures. Why pre-foreclosures? It's because these people are going to have some kind of urgency to sell. The neat thing about pre-foreclosures is, number one, is you get to help people who are going to lose their house. And so now you're going to help them get money for their house when they would have gotten either a lot less or nothing at all. So it's really, really important to know that you are here to help somebody and you're going to make some money in the process. But the thing also I like about pre-foreclosures is that these people who are going to lose their house, they're typically in debt. And it's not only their house, but it's their utility bills, it's their tax bills, it's collection accounts, it's credit cards, and just the mail is coming, every day. Just mail, and it's not getting open. And the calls are coming, and they're not answering that. They're not answering any of the calls whatsoever. And so they're like, la, 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 can't hear you, la, 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 can't hear you. And so it's really, really hard to get a hold of these people because they're just tired of being called by these collection companies. So if you go to a pre-foreclosure and you door knock, you are cutting through all of the clutter. And you are basically the only person sometimes talking to this person because they've shut themselves over to the entire world. So I'm going to recommend pre-foreclosures. So the next step is you've got your list. Hopefully it's one. You've got your schedule. You know that you could do this every day or 3 days a week or 5 days a week, but you know the time and day so that you can be consistent. Is be prepared for a lot of rejection. You're going to knock on, 50 doors. right? 50 doors in a day if you're crushing it, and you're going to get a hold of maybe 6 or 7 people, and you're going to have 6 people who are slamming the door in your face, and one person is going to talk to you. But you know what? That's all you need, right? Because if you do that 3 days a week, well, now you got 3 leads. And then at the end of the month, you've got 12 leads. And after a month, you've got 12 leads, and 2 months, it's 24 leads. And then at the end of 3 months, it's 36 leads who are all highly motivated, who all have a timeline, who you're the only person that they talk to. Guess what? You're going to bang out 3 or 4 of those leads easy. And they're not going to be little deals. They're going to be monsters. Monsters. Okay, I'm talking 50K plus, big, juicy, chunky, profitable deals, which is the only kind of deals that I like to do. So do that. The other thing I'm going to mention is that this is probably the most proactive way to do a deal. So if you are hungry and you had some time on your hands and you weren't scared of rejection, and you want to be even more proactive than cold calling, man, you're gonna lock up deals. I promise you. And you don't need a large marketing budget. You just have to have the desire to go ahead and work. Now, a lot of you who listen to this podcast say, Todd, I don't want to door knock, right? This is not something I want to do. Hey, I don't blame you, right? I'm not in a spot where I want to door knock either. So maybe you want to look at building a door knocking team. Now we're talking. All right. So if you're a solopreneur and you haven't done a deal, forget anything I'm about to say in terms of building a team, right? Go ahead, door knock, make it happen, scratch, claw, do whatever you got to do to get that deal under contract. But now you've got a team and you want someone to go out there and do this for you. You have more money than time. You want to start delegating, then I would try to find someone who's going to do this for you, a door knocking team. Now, true story, when I first moved to San Diego in 2001, I actually door knocked for a door knocking team. It was a company selling alarms. I think we were selling ADT alarms, but I wasn't working for ADT. It was like some distributor. And we met at this place in Mira Mesa, and they threw us all in a van. And every day we started at the same time. They used to drop us off in Poway with these nice neighborhoods, and I would door knock. And by the way, I totally sucked. Couldn't get 2 words out of my mouth. No sales skills whatsoever. I was pretty introverted back then. And that actually threw me into my career in real estate. So if it wasn't for door knocking, hey, maybe I wouldn't be here today. But I loved what these guys did, because we worked 100% commission. We didn't have a base salary. We knew exactly what this was going to be about. And it worked, right? And so there were some guys in the van who would sell an alarm every single day, and they would come back and earn income every day. They're earning $300-600, and it was awesome. So here's my recommendations to you. Number 1, run an ad. Find guys who are selling alarms, maybe Kirby vacuums, solar, magazines. I have somebody who, knocks on my house and tries to sell me these toys sometimes, right? Always be recruiting these people. The other thing, though, is that you could put an ad in the paper, right? And it's funny because I remember the ad that I responded to when I was selling alarms. And it was saying, hey, make $300 a day giving away our free promotional home security systems. And I'm like, wow, that sounds great. And I called up and I went to their office and I interviewed, and they offered me the job. So for here, same exact thing. You could say, hey, make $300 a day helping people save their home. And you're going to get calls, right? I'd also run an ad for door knocker. You could pay someone per the hour, you could pay them per deal. But if you find these people who've already done this, there's a lot of people out there without a college degree, a lot of people out there without a high school degree who would love to make $100,000 a year. And you can do that working for you if you give them a piece of your deal. That is a huge opportunity. So don't let resources stop you. A lack of resourcefulness is the only thing that can stop you. Okay, my recommendation is that if you do door knock, you want to outsource this as fast as possible. Get that first check, put it in the bank, reinvest that into some more marketing, maybe door knock yourself, and now hire a door knocker. This is going to be so important. Okay, I'm going to remind you that this is working right now in this market. So just to summarize here, I took my notes here, is if you're going to do this, go all in, pick one marketing channel and don't deviate, don't get distracted. Pick one list, have it be preferably the pre-foreclosure list. And that's because these people are in a timeline and not really reading their mail or taking phone calls. Start knocking, be prepared for a lot of rejections, be extremely proactive. This is the fastest way, actually, in my opinion, to do a deal besides partnering with another wholesaler. Build the team as soon as possible because this is really, really hard work. You can't do it all yourself. Find guys who are selling alarms, maybe Kirby vacuums, solar, magazines, toys, any of the people who have that. Or you could run an ad in the newspaper, Craigslist, Facebook Marketplace. Make it happen. Outsource this as fast as possible. My view for you is you shouldn't be knocking on doors past 90 days. And remember, this is working in today's market. If you choose to do this, make sure you focus on it. Make sure you pick on one list, be consistent, and make it happen. If you haven't been over to nolimitsrealestateinvesting.com/script, go ahead and download that script today. And I just can't wait to hear about those big, fat, juicy deals and your bank account that's going to explode.